Expense reporting and business trip costs are essential parts of business travel, as companies need to track spending and reimburse employees for travel expenses. Knowing how to organize and submit expenses helps business travelers stay on budget and simplifies the reimbursement process. In the TOEIC test, you may find words and phrases related to expense reporting. Here's an overview of this topic from different perspectives, using language often seen in business contexts. 1. Understanding business travel expenses. Business travel expenses refer to the costs that employees incur while traveling for work. Common types of expenses include transportation costs, accommodation fees, meals, and incidental expenses. Phrases like allowable expenses and reimbursable costs indicate which expenses are covered by the company. Knowing which costs are eligible helps employees stay within budget and ensures they receive proper reimbursement. 2. Creating a travel budget. Before a business trip, companies may provide a travel budget that outlines how much employees can spend on each category, such as lodging, meals, and transportation. Phrases like daily allowance, per diem, and expense limit are often used. For example, a per diem is a daily allowance given for meals and other basic expenses. Having a clear budget helps employees plan their spending and prevents unnecessary costs. 3. Tracking receipts and documentation. Keeping receipts is crucial for expense reporting, as receipts are proof of the amounts spent. Phrases like expense receipt, proof of purchase, and itemized bill are commonly used. Employees are often required to submit receipts for meals, transportation, and accommodation to validate their expenses. Digital apps can also help by allowing employees to scan and save receipts, making it easier to organize them for reporting. 4. Filling out expense reports. After the trip, employees need to complete an expense report, which lists each expense and provides details for reimbursement. Phrases like expense form, cost breakdown, and report submission are used in this process. The expense report includes information such as the date, type of expense, amount, and reason for the expense. Properly filling out the report ensures that all costs are accounted for and increases the chance of timely reimbursement. 5. Company reimbursement policies. Companies have policies on which expenses are reimbursed and the maximum amounts allowed. Phrases like reimbursement policy, approved expenses, and non-reimbursable items are common. For example, while meals and transportation are often covered, personal expenses like entertainment or shopping may not be eligible for reimbursement. Understanding these policies helps employees avoid mistakes and ensures compliance with company rules. 6. Calculating mileage and transportation costs. For employees who drive their personal vehicles for business trips, mileage is often reimbursed based on distance. Phrases like mileage rate, mileage reimbursement, and kilometers traveled are used. Employees record the total distance driven and calculate costs based on the company's mileage rate. This rate helps cover fuel and wear on the vehicle, making it easier for employees to travel by car if necessary. 7. Submitting the expense report. Once completed, the expense report is submitted to the finance or accounting department for approval. Phrases like submit for approval, finance department, and processing time are commonly used. Some companies have online expense management systems that allow employees to upload reports digitally. After review, the finance team approves or adjusts the report, and reimbursement is processed, usually within a few weeks. 8. Reimbursement and record keeping. After the expense report is approved, employees receive reimbursement, either as a direct deposit or added to their next paycheck. Phrases like reimbursement payment, expense tracking, and record keeping are common. Employees are advised to keep records of their expenses for future reference or audits. Organized records help employees track their spending history and provide proof if there are any questions about past reimbursements. Understanding these terms and phrases helps business travelers manage their expenses and complete expense reports accurately. This knowledge is useful for TOEIC preparation and provides insights into the processes companies use to monitor and reimburse travel costs. Proper expense reporting ensures that business trips are cost effective and that employees are fairly compensated for their travel related spending.